Why, hello there, and this is the Unicorn of War. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Today, we are going to do the tournaments of the Olympus Coliseum. Anything to put off the plot. You know the rules, right? Let's see. We're going to do the Phil, Pegasus, and Hercules Cups in that order. We're gonna do this as quickly as we fucking can. Hopefully they shouldn't be too difficult because of how much we've leveled up, but you never know. I might just decide to cut right to the Hercules Cup, because that's really the only plot-relevant one, but you know. I just recorded... Let's see, I recorded Outlast. I recorded... Why do you get all the credit, you evil duck? I recorded Outlast. I recorded a really long episode of Gravity Rush, like over a half hour, and the episode's not even done yet. Because you know me, I like to have my episodes more focused on the story, regardless of length. And God, most of the Gravity Rush episode was just talking about, like, the meaning of life, and, like, whether people are innately good or bad or neutral, and just... It was quite a fucking doozy, I will say that. So hopefully I won't devolve into that this time. Unless they enjoyed it, but I don't know, because it's just been recorded. And, like, nobody watches my videos. So, anyway. Oh, God! Thank you, Donald. For once. Let's see, what else did I record? Oh, and I recorded the first episode of, the Crash Insane Trilogy. God, that game is tough and unforgiving. I don't know, it's been a good, energetic day. I'm kind of tired from all the recording, but like, I feel I want to finish strong, and I feel this is the way to do that. So, yeah, last episode we did 100 Acre Wood. Oh god, that was horrible. Nothing to it. And my friend, Jillian, you guys know her. She does my thumbnails, and yeah, she's really supportive. While she enjoys my commentary, she feels I'm like really overly negative, especially with this game in particular. Thing is, I'm not really sure, because I don't have much feedback to go off of. The last thing I want to do is, like, I don't know, not be myself and not voice my honest opinions. The last thing I want to do is put on a smile and pretend everything is cheerful all the fucking time, because it's not. I mean, the thing is, I love all the games I play. I feel that's vital to a Let's Play channel. Because, like, I do love Kingdom Hearts, I love Gravity Rush, I love everything. It's kind of one of those things where you love something, but it kind of drives you insane, and it makes you look like you hate it, but you actually really adore it. And I feel that's the thing, especially with the first Kingdom Hearts game, because it is kind of dated. It's still... The thing is, it has this charm to it that, like, I don't think any of the other Kingdom Hearts games have. Like, I played through Kingdom Hearts 2 and a little bit of Birthright Sleep again, and the thing is, they don't feel like they have the same magic as the first game. That's the power, which is weird, because I don't rage at them as much as I do the first game. I have a weird relationship with Kingdom Hearts in general. Like, the thing is, there have been times where I've loved how complicated the story is, there are times where I've made fun of how complicated the story is and just hated it. There were times where I felt like the writing of the series was subpar, there were times where I cried at the series at, like, specific moments. I feel that comes with loving anything, really. Oh, this is the end of the film? Oh, that was quick. Like, and I feel like if I truly love something, if I love a game, or a show, or anything really, like, I need to be honest about the problems that I have with it, because you know, the thing goes, if you don't tell the thing you love about the problems with it, there's no way they can improve on those problems. You know what I mean? Not like anybody from Square or Disney is going to be watching this and be like, ooh, what does this guy say should be in Kingdom Hearts 3? Moana! Just a thought. Ooh, we got Gravira. Nice. I've never thought you'd do it. Not bad. You're just as stubborn as ever, Phil. Don't pretend you're not happy for him. Ahem, now kid, you still got a long way to go. The next round's starting soon. Next time it'll be the real thing. Because, like, things I've said about the game so far do kind of hold water. Especially for Atlantica, am I right? Jesus Christ, these puns. Because I do feel like the games can do so much better than they have. Like, because a lot of the worlds just feel like watered-down versions of their Disney counterparts. Which a lot of them are. Like, that goes for all the games, though, not just this one. And it's just, yeah. And I know the writers are doing everything they can, because Disney gets very protective with their copyrighted material, and this is probably all Disney would allow, but, you know, it's... I feel like the game can do so much more to protect your heart. Not to say it hasn't. It absolutely has. It just... I don't know where I'm going with this rant. Because, like, something I do with, like, every show, video game that I love, I will kind of write my own version of it. Not like a fanfic. I don't actually write it out. I don't, like, write out all the scripts or write them out as, like, novelizations. I kind of just write, oh, if this was a show I was producing, what would be the episodes? What would be the content of each episode? What would be the general plot? And for Kingdom Hearts, I remember the first game I had the most fun with playing out, because it was 26 episodes. And I added a lot of stuff that got cut out from the game in terms of, like, you know, the movie material. And there were certain plot points I delved into more. Like, I remember the first two episodes... Like, the first episode was just, Sora, Riku, Kairi, and all their friends, like, actually, like, building the Ralph on Destiny Islands after Sora's weird-ass dream. Because I feel, if you plunge them into chaos that quickly, it doesn't really matter, because people aren't gonna care. The second episode is, the night the Destiny Island gets consumed by darkness. And then the third is Traverse Town, and, you know, all that. And I don't know, maybe I will eventually write it all out, but the thing is, because I planned it out as, like, to be an animated series, it's a very different format from how I would do it as a novel. Because with a novel, you can have your pacing be a lot slow. Oh no, these things. Because novels can get away with a much slower pace because of the medium that they are. Because with an animated series, a lot of the worlds would be not just one episode. Some worlds are 2 episodes, some worlds are like multiple episodes. Particularly Hollow Bastion and End of the World are like 4 or 5 episodes each. Whereas worlds like Olympus Coliseum and Agrabah are like 2 episodes. Whereas with a novel, you can't really do a world per chapter because chapters aren't going to be long enough to be able to fill all the content you could in like a 20-minute episode. God, I have the weirdest fucking rants. I swear. Like, nobody cares about my elevator pitch right now, but I'm doing it anyway, because it's my goddamn video. That said, if I were to, like, novelize what I had adapted, it would be incredibly difficult, especially because with animation, you have the perk of it being a visual medium. So much of it you don't have to do in dialogue or, like, just stating it. You can just have it in the visuals. Whereas with a novel, you don't have that luxury. You kind of just have to work with just the words, and that's it. And I feel it would be very difficult. And then there would be the question of how many chapters should I do for Destiny Islands versus Traverse Town, things like that, because I want to get the pacing right.
Fire!
And the thing is, especially with me, as a writer, I tend to do very slow beginnings, because I feel like I have to get my read... Oh, Leon and Yuffie. Fucking bring it, Leon. Squall! We're gonna fight Yuffie first.
Come and get it!
Because I feel like I have to get my readers to care in the first place, otherwise...
Heal!
They're not...
Just give up the easy.
Can you let me heal?
Heal!
Because you have to get your readers to care about the characters you're plunging into mortal danger, otherwise they're not going to care. You can't just write death after death after death. Like, kingdoms falling and death everywhere in epic fights without characters that you can relate to, because otherwise you're not going to be invested. Why care about a fight if you don't care about who the fight is about or happening to?
This is it!
With Kingdom Hearts, I feel Destiny Islands would probably be like, with the way I would write it, probably like 4 or 5 chapters, 6 at the most.
Take that!
And then like that Night of Fate, as I call it, where like the dark side shows up and the world is plunged in darkness. I might make that 2, maybe even 3 chapters with the way I write.
Nothing
So then
to
you'd be waiting through 8 or 9 chapters before we actually get to the meat of the story. And I don't know, that feels weird to me. That feels really weird.
We're the champs!
Woo, we're the champs! Woo. God, what are these rants? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really not. This is a genuine filler episode. You can skip it, like, and you won't miss a damn thing about the plot. That was great. Looks like Phil's trained another great hero. Is strength the most important part of being a hero? If you need to ask that, you haven't learned. Well, what you really need is a strong heart. What makes a strong heart? If you have to ask, you're not a hero yet. Oh, for once I agree with Phil. Stop talking in riddles. It's not a riddle. It really is not a riddle. It's actually very easy to grasp, Sora. You're just an idiot. God, but I could go on about writing tips and fucking elevator pitches all fucking day, so... I mean, thing is with the anime, like I could do a novelization and pass it off as fan fiction quite easily, because it would be fan fiction. Thing is, I've planned out that kind of stuff with other things like Tales of Hysteria or Tomb Raider or Slayers, but like, I don't know, with Kingdom Hearts it feels weird because I feel like it's not meant to be novelized. It's meant to be animated, and you're meant to see like all the colors, and all the action, the fight scenes especially. I was like, oh yes. Thing is, like to do that, you would have to get permission from Square and Disney, and I doubt they would let me in the first place. Some random kid who's like, hey, I have an idea. Let alone the dark things I wanted to do and like the changes I would make from the source material, especially. And Kingdom Hearts 1 is the only one like I've thoroughly planned out.
Nothing to it.
I did plan out Chain of Memories, but I'm not as familiar with like this. I know the story, but I'm not familiar enough with it to do what I did with Kingdom Hearts 1 for it. In Kingdom Hearts 2... thing is with Kingdom Hearts 2 is that the story is kind of weaker than it was here. In terms of, we're visiting worlds because reasons. Because potatoes. So what I did was I cut out any worlds we'd already visited. Like, in my version of Kingdom Hearts 2 story, we didn't go to Agrabah again, we didn't go to Halloween Town again, we didn't go to Olympus Coliseum again. Because I feel like...
This is it.
Because the way I did it, I already incorporated bits of the story they would in the Kingdom Hearts 2 version. And like there wasn't any story left, so what would be the point of retreading on it?
This should help.
So instead, I just kind of bulked up a lot of the world. Like Beast Castle is, I made 2 episodes.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
God, what am I even saying now? So yeah, that was my elevator pitch on my series that will never happen because I don't want to get sued. Thing is, all I really want to do is make it so that I can enjoy it, and maybe a few other people. Thing is, it would be nice to make money off of it, but that's not why I would want to do it. I would want to do it because I would want something genuinely of good, not great quality that I would be able to watch.
Come on.
Like for me, it feels like the story of Kingdom Hearts that I play in my head whenever I think about it. The one that doesn't really come across through the games. Oh, yay, the rare truffle. Now normally you would hit this guy and try to keep him in the air as much as you could, but we're not going to do that because we want to save on time. What is this fucking rant? Jesus Christ. Oh, hi Cloud. Ready to get your ass kicked again?
This is it. Come on. Heal.
Shit. Okay.
Heal.
Like, actually, since we're here at Olympus Coliseum, let me go into the Olympus Coliseum plot. Because I incorporated a lot of shit from the movie that they cut out. Because there is an actual plot in my version. So, as I said, Olympus Cloud, he's already dead. In my version, this is 2 episodes.
Come on.
The first episode is entering the tournaments as we would.
Come on.
And
Heal.
Hades wants us to enter as he did before. Shit. Oh, we can't block it?
Heal. Come on.
First episode is pretty much just the tournaments that you would expect. Meg is involved, unlike she is here for some reason.
Heal. This is it.
And then it is the same as it is here, where we fight Cerberus, and then it's...
Take that.
Sorry, I have to focus. Where we fight Cerberus and Cloud. And I think I incorporated an older version of Zack in here, because he's in Birth by Sleep. Then the second episode, Hades unleashes the Titans. My plan was have Hades trick Sora into somehow releasing the Titans with his Keyblade. And the Titans are on a rampage. We go up to Mount Olympus, and there's this epic battle where, like, the world is starting to fall apart. It's starting to fall to darkness, and we see Maleficent for a brief second, and we're fighting all the Titans, and we're fighting Hades. And it's just very, very intense. Because that would be the episode where we are first introduced to, as I call them, the Evil League of Evil. Maleficent's crew. That would be where we first encounter Maleficent and her group. Like, trying to destroy the worlds and capture the princesses.
Come on. Come on.
I don't know if my version sounds any good or not. It probably sounds like really bad fan fiction, but you know what? Fuck it. I decided to share, and I did.
Come on.
Fuck it, Donald. Oh, I used it on the wrong shit. Because of course I did.
Come on. See ya. Come on. Come on.
So yeah, that was my elevator pitch. Maybe eventually I'll share it, but not as a full thing. Maybe it's just the outlines for it. Because I do very intense outlining. I must have like 10 documents just on the outlining of like the episodes and shit. Jesus. Hey Donald, you good? Okay. Alright. You're not dead. Unfortunately. Show me what you've got. Oh, fuck! Sorry about that. I accidentally popped out my headphones. Isn't this fun? Give me a moment. I'm not an idiot, I swear. That happens a lot to me. We'll go one-on-one. Oh, what a show-off. What are we gonna do? Let him go alone, I guess. Good luck. I'm not gonna go easy on you. Oh, I'm so scared. This is the most underwhelming boss. One of the most underwhelming bosses I think I've ever seen. See that aura around him? It means we can't hurt him. But we can break it by throwing a barrel at him. Because apparently that does something. Because apparently, if you want to beat a god, you throw barrels at him. Someone should have told Hades this.
Come on!
Oh, you dick. Yell, you asked for it.
Come on!
Hey, give up yet? You're standing there allowing me to hit you with a barrel, which is apparently your one weakness, which is really kind of lame as fuck. How is that attack not doing anything to me? Oh, we can actually guard against this. Are you fucking kidding me? You dick. I would like you to.
This is it!
Just to make this go by quicker. Yeah, it's pretty much just this over and over again. He doesn't even adapt his strategy to beat us. Are you kidding me? Your own attack made you dizzy. That was lame. You could at least try to get me close to you. Oh, that hit you, you dick. Like, you could at least try to do that when you're close to me. And, like, try to hurt me. I seriously... Oh, now it hits me. I seriously feel like he's just trying his hardest not to accidentally kill me.
Hey, give up yet?
Fuck you. Take your one weakness, this wooden barrel. How is that even a thing? You dick. Quit breaking my barrels,
Come
you
on.
dick.
Heal! This is it!
You really are not all that threatening, you know? Okay, that is just a cheap shot. You're just trying to buy yourself time.
This should help.
It's not gonna work, buddy. It's not gonna work, buddy.
Try this on for size.
Oh, fuck. Haha!
Hey, give up yet?
Literally, I was right in front of you. You suck, Hercules. You
That's the power
suck.
of the Keyblade!
You let a child beat you. Jesus. That went by quicker than I thought it would. Ah, low render trophy. My favorite. Ooh, we got Herc's shield. Good, maybe Goofy won't be as useless.
And I didn't even hold back.
Ah, that's just
Now
sad.
I finally know what you mean about strength of heart. Mine
How?
comes from Donald and Goofy.
Which is why I faced you alone.
Come again?
If we stick together, we're unbeatable.
Which is
Not
why I
even
ditched them at every
Hercules stands a
possibility.
chance.
How?
With
We
these
fought
guys
him
beside
alone.
me, I'm ready for anything.
What is this
But
lesson?
that's not exactly what...
Of course, your friends give you strength. Isn't that right, Phil?
Like I said, good lesson,
three of
just
you together
horrible
make great
application.
heroes. And as a team, I'm sure you can overcome anything.
Oh boy. Well, ooh, we got Olympia. And now we have the Yellow Trinity, meaning we can do this. Yeah, did you ever wonder what was under here? Probably not. But look, it's the keyhole in the most strange place. I'm trying to think if anything else was as strange as this in terms of where the keyhole was. Monster had no keyhole. The Agrabah one looked cool. Atlantica made no fucking sense, but it looked cool. Halloween Town, it looked cool. Neverland, it was weird, but it looked cool. Other than the fact it wasn't even in Neverland. Yeah, this is the weirdest one. But we did it. We didn't really need to, but we did. And it is sealed. We have done the thing. Julie would be proud. Anyone who gets that reference, I love you. Alright, we're done. I'm gonna go sleep for like 5 years. I am so tired from all the recording. I hoped You got through that elevator pitch I did through all the boring combat. Yeah. Have a terrible day.